It's Tiffanys content with your weather update. Let's take a look at those current watches for today and look at that big old winter storm. It's a blizzard over there right in Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota, coming right out of Wyoming and Colorado, going into Iowa. It's still a big old blizzard up there. There's also snow by the Great Falls over there going down into Utah and Colorado, and that's what's clashing with that warm air that's coming out of the Gulf Coast. And looking at the current temperatures, you can see that whole west coast is cold and the east coast is warming up. Let's take a look at the feels like temperatures. -10 over there in the mountains, coming down over into 75 in the south, and in the upper east coast has got some cool temperatures as well. This is the frost freeze temperature, and just look at that. It's starting to come back, guys. It's starting to reach the south again. It's definitely melted on that east coast with all that rain over there. This is the snow depth, and this is the new snow that fell. And you know, you get 24 inches over there, but it's definitely moving on out, and this is where most of the snow is at currently right now. You got up to 8 inches over there, still over there making an impact on South Dakota and North Dakota and Nebraska. This is the excessive rainfall for today, and you see how it's going over there in that east coast over there. There's also some lightning and thunderstorms over there as well, over there by South Carolina, North Carolina, and also Georgia. It's coming up out of Georgia as well and trying to make its way out into the Atlantic. So let's take a look at where that low pressure is, and it's right there where all that cold air is. It's a lot of pressure over there, and it's swirling around. So yes, the winter activity is still over there in that Midwest area, and it's just trying to break up a little bit. You see some snow coming down into Kansas and trying to make its way down to Oklahoma, in fact. So let's take a look. Just, you see how it's spread it out there, and it's trying to break up. Definitely some trying to go up and out, and some trying to go down and out. So we just got a lot going on. Those pressures are meeting up, and you see that pink there, that's that snow, mostly mixed precipitation over there, bringing that low pressure impact right over there on the east coast. That cold air is meeting with that rain activity that just came up out of the Gulf, and it's causing a winter storm that'll be going right into, you know, the Great Lakes and trying to, you know, come down into, you know, our east coast. So let's take a look at the west coast, and it looks like there were going to be another atmospheric river that's coming through. You see all that low pressure building up with that mixed precipitation, and definitely going to have a lot of precipitation, rain that follows that. And this is current right now, so I got a feeling California will definitely have some rain over there. You see some winter storms already. And let's take a look at the action, definitely, and you can see all that snow is trying to move its way out. Definitely have some wind activity over there. Let's take a look at the GFS model on Tropical Tidbits, and once again you see all that blue is trying to break up, but it's bringing that low pressure swirl, and it's going right over the east coast and trying to make its way out into the Atlantic. Some is trying to make its way out into the Gulf, but that warm pressure is just pushing it right back up. So let's take a look at just where that screenshot is going to be, and you see the snow there is in the west coast, still in the mid coast, and all that rain is in the southeast, and it's definitely, you know, trying to bring up an impact and, you know, more winter storms over there. And looking at the wind, you can see just where all those strong winds are right now. Colorado, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, right where all that big snow impact is. And this is the jet stream, and you can see just the flow of that jet stream and how everything is just trying to move out, and you see all that warmer in the south. Now let's take a look at the goals. You can see just where that rain is trying to move on out and up into the east coast and right out into the Atlantic. And this is definitely giving you a bigger, broader picture of just what's going on and how everything is just moving along. You see that cold air in the Midwest, you see the south, all that rain is trying to break up a little bit and move into the east coast. And let's look at the vapor map, and that'll definitely tell you where all that water vapor is as well. And then look at that big old swirl in the Midwest. That's all that cold pressure that built up. Let's take a look at the west coast, and you can see that atmospheric river trying to form and, you know, build up and, you know, make a big old impact over there on California, Oregon, Washington. And let's take a look at the east coast, and you can see all of that big old pressures trying to move along. More clearer skies, but look at that lightning and thunderstorms in South Carolina and Georgia. So it's definitely got that rain over there. Make sure that you stay tuned to Tiffanys Content for your weather update. It's Tiffanys Content. Like, share, subscribe.